Yeah, sorry, I didn't start my recording here. So we usually look when we are trading, we are day trading. We look for three things, and in trading, and those three things are like one thing is the volatility in the market, and we tell volatility by looking at this indicator down here, the TTM squeeze. So if it has red dots, you know the market is going kind of sideways. You don't want to be in the market. But when the market, so you want to be market has a volatility in it when you're trading short term, especially day trading. And then also you want to make sure there is price action. When does the price action happen? Price action happens when the candles start getting big. They start moving up and down a little bit. Okay, that's how when the whole market starts moving. Then also you need volume, so which we use volume profile for, to see if there's volume is happening in the market. So normally you can trade without any indicators. You don't need, like when you're trading, you don't need any indicators really to be how to identify these three things. Okay, how do you identify these three things? Somebody's mic is open. Amandeep, your mic is open. So we use three things to identify when the market moves. One is by these candles here start moving up and down. When you see this candles like that, you see the price action is happening. Price is going up and down, and you also see the volatility that happening. It's starting to move up and down. And the third thing, you start seeing the volume come into the market. So when you've got all three things, that's when you're supposed to be in a trade, and that's what we try to identify by the triangle here, and by the volume here, and by the volatility down here. But what I done with the new indicator is I put it all into one thing. You don't have to look at anything with that candle. You don't have to look at anything. You don't have All you have to do is pay attention to either it's going to the upside or it's going to the downside. So what happens for this candle here? This candle is looking at the volatility, and it's looking at the volume, and it's looking at the price action all in the same. And if it gets it in that candle, it's going to give you this signal here, short. If it's going to the downside, it's going to give you that. So where are you supposed to go and enter the trade? Okay. You know this here, when it starts to go down, this gives you a signal right there. Normally, this is where it tells you, hey, it finally gives you a signal. On the next candle, you're supposed to go to the short side. For example, you're supposed to go short here as soon as the next candle opens up. In this case, the market has already run down here a lot. Try to do it when the market is on the top, like this here. When the market is going sideways, all of a sudden you get an indication like this. You got a price action up. Because remember, by the time you got to here, this market is way oversold. Look at the market has run all the way down, and the regional signal was right there, right? The first one on the top. Even this one here started giving you a signal, hey, the market is about to go short. Price action. So you could have gone short right down the next candle. You could have made a little bit of money, but if you had hang on, you would have made lots of money. But on this one here, the candle was much bigger. Look at the candle where the signal is giving you. It's give you the big, there's lots of volume. See that one? Lots of volume happened. Price action. And you probably also had volume in it as well, volatility, all three things. And that's when it gives you a signal. So where are you supposed to go short? All open on this next candle. If you had hung on, you would have made all that tons of money down here. Even later on, these candles verified for you that this thing was coming down. These candles all verified. Hey, stay in the trade as they were happening, and they to give you a backup. Hey, it's going to the downside. Okay, so same thing here. Again, this one here gives us a signal. There is price action happening here. This is to identify, to give you the candle. So the best, this was another good one, but this one kind of made all the, kind of up. So where are you supposed to get out? If you guessed the wrong way, I would get out on top of this candle. If you got in anywhere between this candle here, if the price goes above it, get out. Okay, price gets out if you get the wrong way, but most times you will make money. Most trades you will make money. when you get officially you get in, you'll make money. Okay, so try not to do this. All right, if it's already done a lot and then you got a signal, then be careful. Same thing. If you got in here, you're not gonna have a much loss, but you still would have made money in this if you stayed all the way to here, right? You still would have made some money. But again, if the price goes above the candle where the short was originally, the first one, get out if it goes above it. Same thing on the green here when you're buying to this side. This candle here gave us a signal. Oh, so one more thing before you guys get there. I put something new in here. See, before you even get, see this one here gives you green, right? It gives you an entrance here. But I made this thing here. It's called long and short. Okay, long and short. What happens is this candle here will probably get give you 2 out of 3, like structure, volatility, or it says 2 out of 3. That's another hint that you can also take the trade to the upside. That's another hint you can take the trade to the upside if it gives you 2 out of 3. If it's long, it's gonna say why here, and here. Look, we just got the volatility here. Let's see where here. We got a volatility here. If we can get one more, this candle is already hinting, hey, we're pushing it to the upside. We could take the trade. Look, the Y actually went away. Now we're on the next candle. The Y actually, we got the Y back again. Let's see if we get a structure and the volume back. If you get all 3 of them, then take the trade. That's another early indication that you get into the trade. If you get all 3 of them on this candle, and if you don't get the green, that's another indication, hey, you can take the trade to the upside. But you need at least 2 out of 3. Right now we got a Y, we don't have structure, we don't have volume here. And same thing on the short side. You need at least 2 out of 3. Okay, it will indicate here whether you're going to get a signal here for the short side or you're going to get it for the long side. Okay, very easy to use. Okay, let me now show you something. What it's been doing on the paper trading money. All right, I've been using NQ, gold, and silver. Okay, so this is a trade. I did not interfere in any of these trades. There's an occasional one because I'm actually using another signal here. This here, I'm trying to eliminate that. Okay, this is the only problem is when it gets going the other way. Sometimes if you don't close the trade, you'll get a trade like that. But look at all the trades it took this morning. These are all the blue ones are all the winners. For this one here, I actually wasn't bid this morning. I made a mistake. I shut it down. Shut the thing down for a minute. So don't count these trades. And here, this has happened around 3:15, 3 o'clock. My alert went on. I screwed up my setup, and these trades all became negative because then I went right back to sleep again. Then I kind of screwed it. So this one here was not. And one more thing I want to point out to you guys. Take a look at this $11,000 loss here. Okay, this was on gold trade this morning. Why there was an $11,000 loss? In paper trading account, there is there's a thing that happens, and it's called what do you call let me explain it to you this so you understand. You guys ever heard of flash crash? Okay, do you guys ever heard of the flash crash? The flash crash is when in paper trading account, occasionally what happens is when you is trading on its own, all of a sudden there'll be no orders there. So what happened here? It took a trade right there. Somewhere, GC. It took 2 trades there. GC. It closed 1 trade, but what happened on the second trade? Look, it closed at 41.26 in 2 seconds or like a couple of minutes. This trade had ended up at 4,009. So there was like a big like a screw up here. Okay, this happens on paper trading where the gap between the bid and the sell goes huge, and when it does that, the auto algo automatically trades. automatically trades. That happens when there's a flash crash, and the flash crash happens a lot in paper trading account. I asked IBKR, I give them a call. This not only happened today, it happened yesterday too. Same thing. All of a sudden, boom, I was into a lot of profit. I said, what the hell happened here? All of a sudden, it went into negative. So you gotta be, when you're doing paper trading, you gotta be, when you see this number here like that, there is something gone wrong, and that's what went wrong. All of a sudden, there was a big gap between bid and ask. It's like a flash crash. Those you guys who understand flash crash, that's exactly what that is. Okay. So I hope this never happens in a real account. You never know, but when the stuff like this does happen, so you got to be very careful. Or you can always change it to like a stop limit order. So in what you can do on stop limit order is you can go into IBKR and say, hey, this I don't want to trade below this price. If you're probably, let's say you're trading at 175, I don't want to go below 170. If there's a flash crash, it will not close a trade below 170 if you put 170 in there. Okay, so trading is very, very risky. Know the point. If the flash crash, something like this happened, this happened. I noticed this just in the paper trading account. So I asked them. I actually sent them an email. I said, what and they said, yes. In paper trading account, sometimes not everything they keep up to date. Okay. So it's not like real. A real account is actually people put orders in there already. So I don't want you to make the same mistake in case something happens to you, something like this. Just remember that when you're doing auto trading, it can happen in your regular account too. If you have an account sitting there where you have an order in already, and you have like a stop loss, and the stop loss all of a sudden, boom, takes it to the downside, and there's nothing underneath, it will just fill your order at a lot lower price or a lot higher price, depending on what direction you're going at that time. Okay, so you gotta be very, very careful when you're trading. It doesn't matter whether you're trading on paper trading, testing this thing, same thing in your live account. Okay. Oh yeah, the table, AJ. Yeah, I haven't. This is I changed this to, the regular indication that you see here. Where did it go? The regular account here. Where was it showing you originally? Hang on. I was showing you up here, yeah. I was showing you without that. Did I close it? I closed the other one. I think I closed the one. This one, just an indicator. This is the one that I wanted the table like this. I wanted to see this here, the structure with at least 2 out of 3. If I had 2 out of 3, I wanted to get into the trades early. That's why I made this one. Original one doesn't have it. Okay, the original one doesn't have it. So this one here, I will put it out for you. This new one here. This one is not on the trading view. I will give you guys all this on the weekend with the table. I will give you guys all that. It on by Monday it will be in your thing in your account in the invite link. I made this so I can get into the trades early. So like I wanted to see at least 2 out of 3 that are happening. Yeah, the original one doesn't have it. You're right. And I also made a strategy. Actually, I'm going to give you with the strategy if you want. This is with the strategy and the table with the strategy. I will give it to you both strategy and the table by this weekend. So I will put it into everybody's account by Monday. I love trading with it because it gives me, I'm not only looking at my own algo. You can actually put it on top of this. Okay, so you can add it in here. Which one is it here? My script. Where is it? PA. So 1.9. Okay, this is the latest one, 1.9. I'm gonna put it on top of that. I'm just trying to show you how it works. And I'm gonna show you the settings on it. I haven't shown you guys settings yet. Okay, so I just set it all up. Okay, you can lay it over on top of the the other algo, which one I explained to you guys where at how it works. So there is this a triangle, believe it or not, under this signal here. Not only got a triangle, it also actually gives you a signal. That's another way you can use this to trade. If there's a signal on top of that, and plus you got a triangle, hey, go short, right? So that's another. It almost verifies you got price action, you got everything there, as well. So the other way you can overlay on top of this algo. Look at say, hey, you got a signal here and you got a buy here. Hey, jump into it, right? So that's another way. Look, we got a triangle here. Go short on this, right? It gives you double the, a surety that you're gonna get a good win, good money, right? Good look at. So that's another thing. You can actually eliminate some of these lines as well. Just go into, let me show you the setup. So when you go into this PA setup, volatility indicator, you go in here. This is the strategy one, okay? The way to go for it is you can get rid of these lines. You don't need these lines. Just have that, keep that one white line. And you can use this white line as an exit too. On the new strategy, you can take this here. For example, you took a short here. You can use a candle or you can use a white line to exit. Okay, same thing here. When you originally take the trade here, it went short right there. And if the price went above the white line, get out. Okay, that's another way of getting out. Same thing on this one here. Here you took a short and you can get out if the price goes above it. Same thing below here. When it's green, price is going up, and if it goes below the green line, just get out. A white line. That's another way you can use that. Okay. So let's go over what I wanted to settings I wanted to use. The settings on the on this indicator is, I will also I will put them in the chat as well. These are all the settings that it normally comes with. Then it's also the settings. What I'll do is on the weekend the settings that I'm gonna give you will be preset, so you don't have to change anything. Okay. So everything is pretty much will be set up like this. It will be much like that. Okay. So I will have that set up for you as well. It's a very simple indicator, really. But it works really well if you lay it on top of the old. This is the one we look at. You can see the volume here. You can see the volatility. But this candle here points it out directly here. Hey, this candle, look at any candle that has volatility, any candle that has a signal in it. See this candle here? Look at the volume on this one. If you look at this candle here, look at the volume on it. It's higher than the other candles back here. So it's always looking for volume. If you go back here, this candle gave us a signal right there. It was a little big here. We come back here, you'll see it. And the same thing with this candle here. Look at the volatility on this one. Same thing with any of these candles. Look how much volume picked up, right? This is sort of giving you a view. Get ready. Hey, this thing is going either to the downside or it's going to the upside. Okay. And not only is it good for that, you can trade options with it. Okay. Go into SPX options. Go into let's go into SPX options. See what we got signals this morning. Okay, SPX. And if you get 2 out of 3, get ready. It's telling you, hey, get ready, go into a short or go into a long. Okay, let's go into SPX. It actually hasn't given us any signal today on SPX. It's very stingy, this indicator. This thing here is very, very stingy. So it gave us lots of signals yesterday. Sell, sell, sell. Look at this money would have made. But today it's no signals. Why? Look at this market on SPX. Remember, SPX only trades from 9:30 to 4. So ES has already took a lot of, it gave a lot of signals this morning, but SPX only trades from 9:30 to 4. When it gives you a signal, it usually gives you a pretty good one. And this was yesterday around 3:30. You could have made tons of money on just trading options around 3:40. And did it give you any? It's very, very stingy. Okay, on it. When it does give you a signal, it's pretty good. So SPX, It's very stingy. So you can use it any. Let's see how it did Tesla this morning. Let's see if how it worked. So here we could have taken a short on Tesla. This was around 424 bucks. It went all the way to 422, couple of bucks, and you could have made a lot more money on puts here. And it also here actually right there it gave us another sell signal, and this ended up all the way down here. Another sell signal here. I don't like to trade lunchtime, like 11. It kind of moves sideways. You can actually also put TTM squeeze here, and it will tell you the red dots as well, not to go into a trade or go into a trade. So another indicator that can really help you trade puts and calls and puts. Same thing here, give you a short. This was pretty good signal to the downside. Okay. So here's another one here. Again, this is SPX. Could have made all kind of money. You will make a lot more money with this thing. This thing has been incredible for what it's been doing. But just take a look at, forget about those some of the trades that I showed you on this thing here. But overall, this thing is making money like crazy. Like look at these blue. Look at the wins. All you need is forget that one. This is from just today alone. Let's see what from yesterday. Yesterday I'm gonna show you that trade too. Now we got 2 days here. There's another trade here. That was the same thing right there. So this is a mistake. These are the trades that are making a mistakes on this one here. This is silver and both silver and gold. Both of them in paper trading account, you're getting in too many gaps. And when you get those gaps, this is why these big losses happened. So limit in a real account, this would not happen. Okay. But again, like look at all the wins. Let's try. I've been let's third day. Keep going. This is the third day. This. No interference. Everything is done by, was it let me see, a 4 day? I've been testing this whole week now. There are more. There's more winners than losers there, guys. Okay. Any questions, guys? Anybody have a question? I can also give you alert on, let me show you one more thing actually before. There are little green dots here. That's only on the indicator. I don't know. The reason there is not on here, I need to change the settings. If you want to see, remember those little green and red triangles? They give you an earlier hint that, hey, short is about to happen or the long is about to happen. But they're not in this here. The reason is, here, let me try, see if I can get it here. I think I did. Where is it? Oh, here, that's what. Let's change this to 2. Okay. Do we get it now? Yeah. We get it, but it gives you a signal. I don't want the signal 2 out of 3. It gives you a signal. If you want to use a signal, that's fine. 2 out of 3, it also gives you a signal 2 out of 3. So it started giving signal right there. Hey, we could be short. Right there, right? But 2 out of 3 is messes up to too much info. But I like the indicator portion of it. You can go in here and you can use the indicator that's already there. It will show you that. Let me PA. This one. Okay, you will actually see these little green dots. These green little triangles here. This is already giving you a signal here. Hey, wait, this candle gives you a signal before even you got it on this candle here. It gave you a signal, this green little triangle. Hey, the price is about to go up. And then it gave a little signal. We never got the full 2, 3 out of the 3 signal, but look, it started giving us a signal. It gave us a signal here. So it kept on going up. And it's kind of confidence builder. Hey, if you're in a trade already and you start getting these triangles in here to the upside and to the downside, you'll get a short. Look here, the positive sides to the upside. Down here, when it reverses, it starts giving you a signal, hey, now we are starting to go downside. But that's not where you want to take the trade. This is 3 out of 3. When you got all three things, that's when you want to take the trade. But this will give you 2 out of 3. Same thing, the price is going up. This gives us a price up. Then boom, on this triangle, this candle, it gives us a downside. Hey, time to go short, downside. Then eventually we got 3 out of 3 to the downside. This is only in the indicator. It's not in the this one here, in the strategy. So I don't like to use it in the strategy because it will actually give you a signal. Okay, I don't want to trade on 2 out of 3 signals. So I'll just go back here. I will eliminate that. Now we go back to 3 out of 3. Okay, so much cleaner chart. You can use it however you want. When I give you this one here, but you already have the indicator, you can use this one here however you wish. Deepak, I did talk about the stop loss. I said candle. If you get into this trade here on this candle, if the price moves above this candle, yes. And you can also use this as a white line. For example, here's you get into a trade right there. You go short. If the price moves above the white line, that's another way of you can get out. That's where your stop loss is. But we always want to go into a trade when we got 3 things: volatility, price action, and volume, right? When we got those 3 things, you're going to make money. A lot of people saying, hey, ICT concepts or this. You can also draw your support resistance lines. You can also draw your trend lines as well. This is a beautiful trend line right there. If you were trading this and you're looking for this to turn around back to the upside, draw a trend line. Remember, trend line, more than 2 touches, right? Touch here, 1, there's your second touch. Once you draw the line from here to there, then this, you keep extending it till the price goes above this trend line. That's when you get into the trade, right? So you can also play when you're trading. Don't forget your trend lines. And if you draw your trend lines and you look at this, all these indicators, you should be able to make money, right? It's easy to say after the fact. You gotta be, even like if you're looking at the market right now, you gotta be a participant all the time. Are you gonna trade at this time of the day? Okay, so what are you looking right now? Hey, look, this is right now, it's giving you a beautiful trend right now, right there. So what are we looking for? We're looking for the price to break down. We're looking for if it can give us one of these reds here, or it can give us a red, triangle. It gets some sort of indication here. Hey, the price breaks down. We're going to be short, right? We're going to be short. That's what we're looking. This is for day traders. If you're day trading, you're looking for a signal where you can go short or long, and you need the setup. And the setup, when you gotta be active participant. When you're day trading, you just can't come all of a sudden into a trade thinking, hey, this trade, when this trade is, let's say this broke the this year trend to the downside. You can't get into the trade when it's down here. The trend broke way up here. You getting into a trade here. You're looking for the trade to reverse on you, and you're gonna be losing money. Hey, you're gonna say, you gotta be active in the trade. If you're gonna be a day trader, you wanna make money, you gotta be active trader. If your setup is not good, don't trade it. All you need is 2 trades. 2 trades should make you enough money for the day that you don't need to trade for the rest of the day, especially early in the morning, right? Or 3 to 4 o'clock. Those are the best times to trade. 2 to 11, 3 to 4 o'clock. Those are the only times you should trade. Even I do a triangle. We are sitting at 1 o'clock in the afternoon. We have no price action. We have no volume. You should not be taking a risk in the market right now. Okay. Anybody have any questions, guys? I sound like a broken record when I talk about the same things over and over. but those things that actually work, those are the things you need to pay attention to, right? You guys gonna say this guy talks about the same thing over and
But
over.
you're reinforcing those things.
Thanks, buddy. Thank you. Thank you. So, I mean, I don't mean to repeat them over and over, but that's what it is. And you got to stick to those rules. If you stick to those rules, you will make money. Okay. 2 to 11, 3 to 4 o'clock, best times to trade. Other times you're taking a risk basically in the market. So this is, we have one thing, this thing is breaking a price, but we have no other indications that this thing is going to the downside. But we have a lot of buying volume here too. So you got to be very careful. You don't know what's going to happen here, right? So pay attention to what's happening on the chart. If you're a day trader, long-term trader, you don't care. Swing trader, you don't really care, right? Those are, you need a longer term chart. If you're swing trading, you should be using, if you're using anything less than a week, you should be using the 1 hour chart for swing trading. If you're using more than a week to a month, you should be using the 4 hour chart. Always start at higher time frames and start looking what's happening on the day or the weekly, what's happening in the market when you're trading for long term. Okay. But I rarely look at a weekly. I know a lot of people do, but I rarely do. I look at it if something really stands out, but a day is what the chart that I look at when I'm doing a lot of swing trading. And the short-term charts, I'm looking at the 1 hour most. That's because if I'm day trading, I want to know what the 1 hour trend is, right? This is the 1 minute chart. First, I'll take a look at what's happening on the 1 hour. 1 hour is very strong to the downside. So what am I going to do? I'm going to start taking trades to the downside. I'm not going to take trades to the upside. I'm looking for short. I'm looking for to the downside. I will take any trade. Even this was a great breakout. We had a to the downside. So, ES, I look at both of these charts. Like, let me change this to back to ES here. And that's why I got these charts side by side. I look at the NQ and the ES the most charts that I look at. I have NQ running on this side and I look at this one here. And sometimes I change these things into hourly, both of them, to see what the trend is like. Look at what it looks like on the ES. It's to the downside. So what does it look like on the NASDAQ? Look at that. They both are going to the downside. So which way I'm going to take trades? To the downside. If there's a setup, good setup, I'm going to take it to the downside. Right now, which way is the market going? I'm going to go back to my, either you can trade it on the 3 minute or the 1 minute. So let's take a look at the 3 minute. What the 3 minute saying right now, the market is going to the upside right now, but the trend is to the downside. Do I feel like I want to take this market to the upside? If there's a setup, yes, maybe, but mostly I want to look for trades that are going to the downside, right? Same thing on the ES. I look at ES more for direction than I look for NASDAQ, because the NASDAQ will follow the ES. If the ES starts falling to the downside very quickly, it starts going down, the NASDAQ usually lags sometimes. It lags. And that's when I usually pick up. When I see the lag between this indicator and this indicator, I will take, for example, this is going down already and this hasn't moved, I will short the NASDAQ. I will short the NASDAQ. I made a lot of money like that a lot of the times, because this has got 500 stocks in it. This has only got 100 stocks in it. If this NASDAQ sees that ES is going down, it will all of a sudden it will go in the same direction, but it lags sometimes. Try it sometime when you're looking at the ES and the ES starts moving to the downside. This will be slow to move to the downside, and when it sees that, then they'll start going to the downside. Sometimes the lag will make you a lot of money by just looking into it. If anybody else has a good strategy, or they want to share, or they want to, I don't mind. If anybody wants to go live in here, please do. If you have a good strategy, you can teach everybody. We are here all to make money together. If we can help each other, to make money, listen, somebody might be better than me here. Who knows, right? But if you have a strategy, If you have something you want to share, please do. We are all here to make money. Okay. I don't mind at all. If somebody wants to put up a class or they want to share something, the strategy they've been using, right? Gurkeet shares his stuff all the time in there. He also shares his strategy. So, I mean, anybody who wants to come in here and share their stuff, you're more than welcome to. But always do your own due diligence that we teach here how to do it. Okay, follow that. All right, guys, it's 121. Well, trade after usually 2:30. I usually start looking for trades or setups. It's usually too slow, and like from 11 to 2 o'clock, 2:30, the market is just kind of flat, and it changes directions very quickly. But when it comes around 3 o'clock and early in the morning, the market is pretty steady. So we'll start trading. I usually start looking at for trades after 2:30. So if I see something today, or look at this new indicator here. We'll use it and see if we see something to trade. And usually something comes up. Yesterday, SPX after 3 o'clock, there were a lot of trades, right? So, and I still do trade SPX options. I don't trade a lot of with you guys. The reason is they're very risky. They move $100 in a second to the upside or the downside. You gotta be really quick on those trades, on especially option trades. If you're day trading them, your 0-day expiries, the things move up and down very quickly. Okay. I will see if there's any SPX option to trade. I will share it with you here, but you can watch or you can see, practice before you start putting real money in it. Practice. I love the IBKR. It has it gives you paper money, all sort of testing. Test it out. Don't put any money in the market till you can make it on paper money. Yeah. So watch the white line, and like I said, Deepak, if it goes above this line, when you're trading this one, get out, because what it is, this is price action. If the price action isn't going the direction it's pointing at, then what are we getting into the trade for, right? So be very quick when you're trading with this one. You can make money very quickly up and down on this one, especially when it goes short or when it goes long on these candles. Just look at these candles. Look at the green candle. Where the green candle? Look to the upside, right? They're really powerful when the one after another, like down here, when one after another they start happening. They're very powerful. Like one after another, they're very powerful. Same thing with the green, like this one here, one there, one here. It's right after the same candles. Let me show you. See if we've been going. The market has been so short for the last little while. Look at all the signals we've been getting. We've been mostly getting short. So should you take this long signal here? That happens once in a while. Here was a good two signals there together. That was a good trade to the upside. Look at these ones here. If they get one after another, that's pretty good. That's a very strong indication. Look at these ones. Wow. And you don't want to short when you see this stuff. Okay. Again, this is Tesla. Again, got a green here, but it was a very short trade. This is a strategy, right? Very small candles. Anyways, anybody have a questions? I'll put it on this chart too. I'll add this indicator on this chart. That's the other reason is I put so many indicators on my charts. is because I have a very powerful machine. This is complete, it's an i7 plus, it's got 44 megs of RAM in here. If you don't have the RAM memory, sometimes your computer will really slow down. Why? Because you got too many things on your screen and the memory gets eaten up pretty quick. Always, if you're trading, day trading, and you're putting a lot of indicators on your charts, you should have at least 32 megs of RAM. It makes a difference. Speed is everything. Okay. So I'm gonna add another, this one here to this one indicator. These are all the algos. Every one of them in here is my own. A lot of work, a lot of testing, a lot of different algos. So this is actually a strategy. I'm gonna remove the strategy and I just want the indicator on this. So I can see the green and the red triangles. Where is it? You can actually move this box as well. You can go into the setup here. You can go in here. Where is it? Right there. Into the settings. And you can move the box either here, 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 here. And I'm gonna move it to the right side. Right there, show dashboard. Just I'm gonna put it top right. So it moved over here. And you can move it to the bottom if you want, or the left here, so it doesn't interfere. So I only wanted the indicator. I want to get rid of this. So only I have the indicator now. Too many lines. Let's get rid of these. I like a cleaner chart. Now it looks much better, much cleaner. So when we're looking for this moving up here, we're looking for the signal, like we are looking for long on the green. We're looking also for little green triangles. We also got a signal by the green already. Our original algo said buy right there, and it's making money already. 24,866. We got lots of buy here on the green here, so it's kind of pushing the price back up. This is very short term day trading as well, but we never got the price action candle on any of them. We could have got it on this one. This was a long one, but there was no volume on it here though. Right, you need the volume. There was no volume. And with this one here, indicator, I don't think we have dashboard with it. I never created a dashboard with the indicator, so I'll change that. I will also actually update that on the weekend. I will create a dashboard for indicator as well, just like the one we have for strategy, like this here, this box here. I for the indicator, I don't have that. Well, I will make that on the weekend, so you'll have a dashboard. It has worked really well on the NASDAQ, guys. It has really worked well on the NASDAQ, this strategy here. I'm gonna be using, I think I'm gonna use it in a live account next week, just for the NQ, not for gold, not for silver, but just gonna use it for NQ I'm gonna use it live next week. I feel very confident in it from what it did. I showed you all those trades on the NQ. Absolutely just marvelous. It took a trade right there on the open. Boom! It took it to the upside, closed it there for profit. Right, this thing it took a short right there, it closed it for profit there. It took a long right now here on the NQ. That's closed. It closed all these trades in profit, and they're real. Look at this is on the NQ. Yeah, you're gonna have one of these once in a while, right? But overall, this thing is about 37,000 up
Hello,
since
Srikalpa
October
ji.
19th.
Can you hear me?
I hear
Yes,
you,
Mike.
Raj.
Hey, how are you?
I'm good. You?
Yeah, I'm also fine. Just a little too much today. I did took too many trades today. So
Too many trades. That's not good. You need just a couple of trades.
yeah, I just saw this and is it on 1 minute? What's the winning percentage for this one, Paji?
The winning percentage?
Yeah,
Uh, 86%.
yeah, that's nice.
Hmm. It's for scalping only, though.
Yeah, because earlier when I saw like that one was giving only one candle, right?
Yeah.
But looks like this is giving more than one candle.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is.
So it'll give time to enter and exit, right?
Yeah, or you can enter with this one here. Same thing. You can close it yourself. You
Hmm.
can do
Yeah,
that.
yeah, yeah,
You
that
can
also.
you can do that too.
And it's on 1 minute, right?
No, you can use 3 minutes, 1 or 3 minutes. I use 1 minute, but you can use 3 minutes. 3 minutes works real well too. Here's a short back here, right there.
Hmm. Is this something new you created or is it the same, the old one?
This is completely something new.
Okay, okay.
I'm always looking. I'm always looking at ideas and see what works out there.
Yeah.
Yeah, you won't be bored with me with the algos. I always bring out something, and if it works good, I'll
I
share it.
like I like to stick with one, like but if we can have one good one and if we can stick to that, that's so good.
I think
I
this
like
is a
this one.
real good one. I think this is something any day trader, anybody who's day trading it and dream about day trading making money, you need three things in the one candle. You need price action, you need volume, you need volatility. And I don't care all these other concepts that are out there. I'll you know what? I'll challenge anybody with any of their ideas with this one. Actually, we can have a competition. I would use this one here, and I would most likely on a day trading. I feel so confident. I'm putting it on my real account next week.
Yeah, okay, that's nice. How long you been testing this one?
Believe it or not, I feel so confident in less than a week on this.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I looks at did you took trades on 1 minute on
I
this one?
yeah, mostly on 1 minute and 3 minutes.
Yeah, it looks better. Can we go back to 1 minute? It looks better there. How's everything else going?
Good, good. How about
Nice.
you? Real estate picked up yet?
Ah, no, nothing. I actually did one big deal, so which is good, but that was also referral.
Yeah.
Other, I have couple other sitting in the market and it's not selling.
Mm.
I think it's not like I'm telling people like if they can't afford, you know, they should consider letting it go at whatever number because I don't think so for a year or two it's gonna go better.
Well, what do you think about the budget yesterday? They put $25 billion into the housing yesterday.
Yeah, yeah, which is good. Which is good, but it's not good for real estate market.
Why?
Because as per whatever I looked into, I
Mm-hmm.
felt like that all budget is into those low income family housing. So it'll be around 1,000 square feet, and it'll be like condos. It'll be like stacked townhouses, and it's a different kind of housing altogether category. So it's not like into regular builders and stuff. So
Wouldn't people then buy those houses? Because if they're like anybody
yeah,
who's.
I guess they will. Paji, you know what?
Mm-hmm.
When like they started building condos here, right, in Brampton, and I knew the community, and I was like, who will live in these condos, right? And these condos are very, very small, you know, and there's no amenities, there's no pool, right?
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, stuff like that, right? So, and it's like on not like very location wise good. So, but can you believe like they're all filled up right now? And even I go to those parks, like those parks or those condos because they're near our house, right? And I'm building a nice group over there. And trust me, like all the educated from big cities like Delhi, Bombay, Chandigarh, all those big cities, they're living in those condos now. And those are like Hindus and Punjabis, our own community, right? So mostly like Hindus, right? Because back home they live in condos, so they don't mind living condos here. So if there's a townhouse or a whatever, like yeah, they're thinking of townhomes as well.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and if they're selling it at a quarter a million, at $300,000, why would not anybody buy it? You know?
Mm-hmm. Oh, well, I mean,
It's all about like the money and the initial down payment and stuff like that. And I'm getting calls now from my, clients and their friends and all. They're asking me this question. Okay, what do you think about these homes, right? But actually, bottom line is that they have a little down payment, right? So
mm-hmm.
that's why they're considering them. So end of the day, it's all about like demand. Demand is there in the market, so I don't see why they will not uh, be a success, right?
Right.
So it's all about demand sometimes. People don't want to spend $1 million, and people who spend like half a million, like $400,000 in these condos, they are living happily. They're fine, right?
Well,
So
if you haven't lived in a house and you went directly to condo, I think it's a different story. But when you live in a house and then you
yeah,
go into a condo, then that is not good.
yeah, yeah. No, they're going directly to the condos. So
Hmm. Oh, that you don't mind. I mean, I look all over Ontario. The housing they build is there's no front yard, there's no backyard. They're building all these little townhouses everywhere. Everywhere I go,
yeah.
I Startford, I went up north, I went up down south. Everywhere you go, and that's all you see is these townhouses.
ਨਵੇਂ ਘਰ
Ajit,
ਭਾਜੀ ਵਧੀਆ ਨਹੀਂ ਬਿਲਡ ਹੋ ਰਹੇ ਵੀ ਜੇ
हाँ,
ਡਿਟੈਚ ਵੀ ਹੈਗੇ ਆ ਸਿਰਫ ਵਨ ਕਾਰ ਪਾਰਕਿੰਗ ਦੇ ਰਹੇ ਨੇ ਜਿਹੜੇ ਪ੍ਰਾਈਸ ਰੀਜ਼ਨੇਬਲ ਵੀ ਹੈਗੇ ਨੇ
Yeah,
मैं एक
ਤੇ
घर देखा।
ਕੋਈ ਬੈਕਯਾਰਡ ਨਹੀਂ ਤੇ ਸਟੈਕ ਟਾਊਨ ਹਾਊਸ
that's all
ਤੇ
they are. Yeah,
ਉਹਨਾਂ ਦੀ ਵੀ ਕੋਈ ਪਾਰਕਿੰਗ ਨਹੀਂ
yeah. ਸਨੋ ਉਠਾਣੇ ਦੀ ਲੋੜ ਨਹੀਂ ਪੈਗੀ, ਘਾਹ ਕੱਟਣੇ ਦੀ ਲੋੜ ਨਹੀਂ।
ਐਕਚੁਅਲੀ ਜਿਹੜੇ ਸ਼ਹਿਰਾਂ ਤੋਂ ਲੋਕ ਆ ਰਹੇ ਆ ਨਾ, ਉਹ ਤਾਂ ਬਹੁਤ ਹੈਪੀ ਆ। ਉਹ ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਸਾਨੂੰ ਕਾਰ ਤੋਂ ਸਨੋ ਨਹੀਂ ਚੱਕਣੀ ਪੈਣੀ, ਅੰਡਰਗਰਾਉਂਡ ਪਾਰਕਿੰਗ ਆ। ਸੋ ਦੇ ਆਰ ਵੈਰੀ ਹੈਪੀ।
Yeah,
ਐਂਡ ਆਈ ਗੈਸ ਇਟਸ ਨਾਟ
ਬੱਚਿਆਂ ਨਾਲ
ਓਨਲੀ
ਥੋੜਾ
ਹੈਪੀ।
ਔਖਾ ਹੋ ਜਾਂਦਾ ਥੋੜਾ ਤਾਂ ਬੈਕਯਾਰਡ ਹੋਵੇ ਤਾਂ
ਪਤਾ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੇ ਪਾਰਕ ਬਣਾਏ ਹੋਏ ਆ ਗੁਰਕੀਰਤ, ਹੈ ਨਾ? ਤੇ ਉੱਥੇ ਨਾ ਬੜੀ ਸੋਹਣੀ ਕਮਿਊਨਿਟੀ ਬਿਲਡ ਅਪ ਹੋ ਰਹੀ ਆ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਕੌਂਡੋਜ਼ ਵਿੱਚ। ਤੇ ਉਹ ਪਾਰਕ ਤੇ
ਕੋਂਡੋਜ਼
ਸਭ ਆਉਂਦੇ
ਡਿਫਰੈਂਟ
ਆ
ਆ ਵੀ ਮੈਂ
ਕਿਰਾਏ ਲਾ
ਟਾਊਨ
ਕੇ।
ਹਾਊਸ ਦੀ ਗੱਲ ਕੋਂਡੋਜ਼ ਚ ਤਾਂ ਆਪਣੀ ਲੋਕਾਂ ਦੀ ਮੈਂਟੈਲਿਟੀ ਉਦਾਂ ਵੀ ਗੁੱਡ ਨਹੀਂ ਹੈਗੀ ਵੀ ਫੀਸ ਦੇਣੀ ਪੈਣੀ ਕੋਂਡੋ ਫੀਸ ਦੇਣੀ ਪੈਣੀ
ਹੂੰ, ਬਾਏ ਆਇਆ ਭਾਜੀ, ਲੈ ਲਈਏ।
uh, I'm already in it on the green one. It's actually
Oh,
two.
it's a
It
very
took. It says 2 out of 3 on the chart. If you look at the thing, it says 2 out of 3 long. I'm already in it.
2 out of 3 matlab?
You got 2 indications out of 3 that is telling you that it's gonna
Okay.
go up.
Go na go up.
Yeah.
Acha, theek,
And then you
okay.
also got the message on it. But
Yeah, I
I don't
just
like to trade between. This is just I want to go trade after 3 o'clock. This is not a good time to get into these trades. They'll move. They'll eat you alive. But anyways, I just took it for an example here.
Are you still in the trade?
I'm in MNQ, just MNQ. I'm not in the NQ.
मैंने क्यों लग रहा है?
I'm in a small, very small. So I don't really care much about this one. But again, if I need to get into a trade after 3 o'clock, don't get into bad habits like this one,
Yeah,
like me.
I'm scared. It's at the value area. Value area, is it high or low? I don't know. I think it's value
Then
area
again,
low.
remember the overall trend is to the downside. You should not be taking any long trades.
Hmm.
To me, the MNQ is like a baby trade. It doesn't mean much.
I don't know. For some reason, I can't trade on MNQ. I've been noticing this like for a long, long time.
You know, it's everybody's got their specialty.
Different, right?
Yeah. You get more price
But it goes,
action thing at after 3 or before market.
yeah. If it pop, it pop ho jana.
But the algo would take a trade here though. The algo would said all the conditions are met, it would have taken the trade. If you
Yeah.
traded at this time of the day. I don't, even in the algo, this one here, I need to set the time in it. I haven't set the time up for this one yet.
अजी अलगो की जरूरत ही नहीं है अपने मैनुअल करो ट्रेडिंग राइट है सिग्नल आंदा है
Yeah, you can.
है ना राइट
Yeah.
सिग्नल ते ट्रेडिंग करो because like with algos and all like still you know things are little out of control
Yeah.
अगर लॉन्ग का सिग्नल आया एंटर हो जाओ एग्जिट हो जाओ
Best way to trade is manual.
yeah बट भाजी इन्होंने हाउसिंग दा बजट ਤਾਂ ਹੈ ਔਰ ਹਾਊਸਿੰਗ ਕਰਨੀ ਵੀ ਆ ਬਣਾਣੀ ਵੀ ਆ ਬਟ ਕੈਨੇਡਾ ਚ ਆਉਣਾ ਕਿੰਨੇ ਆ ਇਮੀਗ੍ਰੈਂਟਸ ਨੇ ਤਾਂ ਆਣਾ ਨਹੀਂ ਹੈ ਜੇ ਜੌਬਸ ਹੀ ਨਹੀਂ ਹੋਣਗੀਆਂ
They will. Don't. ਸਾਰੇ ਆਪਾਂ economy phase ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਹੀ ਲੰਘਦੇ ਆ. They will.
You think there will be immigration coming still? Like
Oh,
with the AI and
100%, 100%.